So welcome again this month. This is the July version of the Aging Well seminar series. Here in a smaller room today. The room that we're typically in is being used by the city of Leominster for a summer camp these couple of weeks.
Recreation summer camp.
Yep. My name's Jeff Turcott. This is my amazing wife,
Kelly Kurtz.
And our business is Simply Well Seniors. We're realtors, but we're different. And we help seniors navigate the journey to the next place they call home. And we have a proven process to do that. We'll talk about that in a minute. But this is the Aging Well seminar series, as we mentioned. And this year we have wonderful sponsors, and sponsored by Heywood, Wakefield Commons, and Christy Livingston is here as well. And we're also sponsored by NXT Level Studios that helps us with our videos. And so we can get this information on YouTube. And Christy, I'll give you a minute to speak.
Yeah, to talk a little bit about Heywood Wakefield.
Heywood Wakefield and what's going on this summer.
Yeah.
We should have some walk-up music for you. I'll do that
Pick
next month.
Pick a song and we'll do it.
Right Stuff by New Kids on the Block.
Okay. All right. That's what we'll do.
Or Hang and Tell.
Okay. Hang and Tell? All right.
So, I'm Christy Livingston, Assistant Executive Director from Heywood Wakefield Commons, a proud sponsor of the series, the seminar series with Kelly and Jeff. And we're an assisted living community in Gardner. And in one of the Heywood Wakefield Furniture Factory buildings, we'll be celebrating our 14-year anniversary in September. And
that's great.
Congratulations.
And
excellent.
This summer we're focused on having fun. You know, our residents, we have a wonderful activities program. So our goal is really to help our residents thrive, like stay as independent as possible. It's assisted living. So yes, we provide assistance with activities of daily living, help people with their daily needs and great meals. But really, we have fun. We just had a huge party, big open house that families were invited to. We just really like to have a good time and help our residents enjoy their life and not have to worry about all the things they had to worry about when they had their home that hopefully Kelly and Jeff maybe help them sell and stage and and then downsize. And then we do have a unique program of affordable options, which is not typical for most assisted living. So that's really what makes us different. We have an affordable program to help people if they do, kind of outlive their assets. We have options for folks that nobody moves out if they run out of their savings. So that's the key. So always available for tours. Some of my information's on the table here, and again, we're very proud to partner with Jeff and Kelly. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, and just to piggyback off that, Heywood Wakefield is a fabulous place. We've had a couple residents who have moved into there, and the apartments are beautiful. The staff is friendly, always welcoming when you come in. The meals are wonderful. It's just a nice homey environment. So if you haven't been up there, it's worth taking a tour. Even if you're just curious what it looks like and what they offer, definitely take one of Christy's brochures and check it out, because it's a really nice place.
And as Christy alluded to, take the worries away. Come in independent or assisted living with no worries any longer. So that's really what we've built our business to accomplish, is take worries away. Kelly and I typically are problem solvers. When we see a problem, we want to fix it. We want to solve it. And so what we were finding was in our real estate career is that we were getting calls from other realtors that had homes that people had lived in for 40, 50 years, and they now have an offer accepted and they need to move out of their house in 20 days. Well, figure that one out. So what we advocate for is decide where you're going to move first. What's going to be your next place you're going to call home? Is it going to be someplace like Heywood Wakefield? Is it going to be someplace like Sunrise in Leominster? Is it going to be with a family member? Is it going to be maybe renting an apartment, possibly? But figure that out first, and then we'll slot the other things in and sell the home last. Society seems to want to sell it first and then figure all the other stuff out.
Yeah.
But that's where we've been successful in having a less stressful.
What makes us different than most other people.
Right. Exactly. So our proven process, downsizing, decluttering, estate liquidation, junk removal, and then move solutions, actually moving you or your family member or your client or your friend, actually moving them into where they're going to, and putting the furniture where it will fit, putting the dishes away in the cabinets, setting the bathroom up with everything. So you wake up one morning in your home that you've been there for 50 years, and you go to bed in your very new apartment or wherever you are that evening. And your bed's made. We don't put chocolates on the pillows, but
And we don't know how to make animals out of the napkins, but we'll try.
we can try. So that's. But if
Yeah.
if anyone would like to learn more, we'd be happy to talk a little bit more about this to you. But today we're talking about mindfulness and meditation, and our friend Anita has graciously agreed to help us talk a little bit about this. And we think this is a really important topic for seniors in particular. So what is mindfulness? What are we talking about? So mindfulness means paying attention to the present moment without judgment, observing thoughts, feelings, and surroundings with curiosity. So that's being present, being in the moment, not worrying about what other things are going on in your life in the moment. It helps us pause automatic reactions and respond with clarity and compassion. A lot of folks have the knee-jerk reaction to things that come at them oftentimes. But being mindful helps us to pause that automatic reaction. And getting into the habit of that it takes a little bit of practice as well.
We've learned as I think mostly as women, but in general, to be multitaskers. And if you weren't doing 12 things at once, you weren't successful, you weren't being productive. So it's a complete mind shift to think of trying to focus on one thing at a time. One thing I always notice with Jeff, if we're working on a project at home, he allocates time and he's working on just this. And then he does that, he finishes, and then we move on to something else where I'm trying to do a bunch of different things. And it seems like you can accomplish more if you do focus and you are mindful on one area. So we're excited to hear more about Anita's strategies and how to do that today, because it does make a difference when you have the right mindset.
It's kind of a different brain that men and women have
Yes.
oftentimes.
Left brain, right brain, or girl brain, boy brain.
Right.
I don't know.
Spaghetti and waffles. Exactly. My brain is like it's a big, huge file cabinet. I open this drawer, I do what's in that drawer, and I finish it, and I close that drawer.
Yeah. And I've got all the drawers open and a little piece of paper from each. Yeah.
So,
Yep.
But it's very important to recognize that there's a mind-body connection as well, and that's where Anita's going to talk a little bit more. Mental and physical health are very closely linked. We talked earlier about the stress and the worry about living in a home and maintaining a home that maybe you can't any longer or choose not to any longer, and the worry that goes with that can affect people's health. They don't sleep well. They ruminate over things. So it's all connected.
Yeah, thinking about repairs maybe that you need to do to your home that are going to be costly, and things that you want to do versus things you have to do. Maybe a roof, maybe a driveway, maybe plumbing, something big happening, and you, even if you're not consciously thinking about it, you're subconsciously thinking about it, and it's keeping you up at night. And we find that when people are preoccupied with other things, that's when they're not paying attention, and they trip, they fall, they're thinking of something ahead, and that's when accidents can happen. So we always try to, limit or eliminate the stress as much as possible so people can stay focused. But we all get caught up in the day-to-day things of a lot on our mind, and that makes it difficult.
This is true. And we all know that thoughts and emotions can impact blood pressure, heart rate, immunity, just pain, being all stressed up, tightened up all the time, and that kind of thing. Chronic stress in particular may worsen inflammation and some existing conditions that you may have as well, being all tightened up, inflamed. But mindfulness helps us notice how thoughts affect our health. When I'm worried about things, I'm all tightened up, my back's hurting, I get headaches. So with regular practice, we can shift some of this into a more positive mindset. and to support the healing of our body and the wellness as we age. And that's what we're all about. We're about aging well and doing things in a way that you can do it well. So research shows, I mean, this is pretty obvious. Regular mindfulness helps seniors to reduce stress, boost focus, improve sleep, strengthen immunity, so you're not catching that cold and getting sick or catching something worse and staying sick, enhance overall well-being, especially during the journey of aging. So that's kind of why we're here. We've been talking about this and how it all kind of dovetails into this today. You have anything else you want to add
Nope,
about any of that?
not on that.
Okay.
Nope, thank you.
So it gives us great pleasure to introduce Anita Perry, aka Yoga Anita, and Kelly has her.
Yes, I have her bio here. So Anita Perry is a yoga author, educator, and radio show host who has helped people for nearly 50 years in the health and fitness world. She has a master's degree in education and a 500 registered yoga teacher, 500 hours registered yoga teacher, which is the highest level, as well as a Yoga Alliance continuing education provider. She provides yoga instruction and meditation in a group, individual, and corporate and school settings. She has been featured on local TV and in many online articles about yoga and meditation. Anita is the author of Yoga Minute and Yoga Wisdom Reflections of a Practicing Yogi. She was voted Best Yoga and Meditation Instructor 2 years in a row by Thumbtack and has been interviewed nationally and internationally. Follow Yoga Anita on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, and check out her show, Healthy Living with Yoga Anita. And she's going to tell you a little bit more about that, but look how accomplished she is.
Yes.
It's wonderful. We are happy to have her today. Yeah. All
I
right,
love
so-
the curtain.
Isn't that great?
Great.
That's Jeff's skills.
Worked hard on that.
So
Jeff?
come on up.
So we'll let you
Yeah, we'll let you do
go
your
through the
thing.
information, and we'll
scoot
have a seat
over.
on the
And I
side.
just got
Yeah.
same thing that you have in your hand just to keep me on track. Well, hello and welcome everybody. And again, if you can't hear me, please let me know. All right. So raise your hand if you've ever walked into a room and forgot why you were there. Right? Right? That's an example of not being mindful. Right? So that's a consequence of having too many things going on in your mind at one time. In yoga, we call that the monkey mind. Now, right now, you're looking at me, maybe looking over there, maybe looking over here, but maybe your mind is thinking, what am I going to eat for lunch today? What am I going to have for dinner? I need to go to Market Basket and pick up a few things, okay? That is your monkey mind. It's always there. It's always there. And it's there for a purpose. It helps to keep you sane. It helps to keep you in line. It helps to keep you in reality, right? Because if you're not in reality, you're like one of my students who was always looking out the window all the time, right? I used to teach first and second grade. So, if those of you. So I'm just going to give you some tips on what you can do to help yourself be more present, be more mindful. Now, when I say that, a lot of people think they have to sit on a cushion, they have to have incense burning, they have to go, you don't have to do that. Really, really, really. You don't have to do that. You just need to check in. Okay. Every morning when I get up, first thing that I do is I say something to myself, and that kind of sets the tone for my day. Okay. Whenever I teach a class, one of the things I tell people to do is to bring your hands up and look up to the sky or to heaven, if you believe in that, and always think about something that made you smile today. Because if something made you smile, be grateful for that, okay? That's all part of being mindful, right? Okay. So if I'm going to go down my list here, the first thing we want to be mindful of is how we're breathing. Now, you don't think about breathing unless you can't, right? If you're asthmatic, then you really think about your breathing. I can't breathe right now. or you're frightened. So you don't think about that. It's an automatic response. But when you're mindful, you do think about your breathing. You do. And there's all different kinds of breathing techniques that you can do. And I'm going to teach you one that's going to be kind of funny. It's called the Shatali Pranayama. And what you're going to do is stick your tongue out at me. Go ahead, stick your tongue out. If you can, you're going to make it into a tube. Like that. Now, some people can't because you're literally tongue-tied. You have a little piece of flap under there. So if you can't make it into a tube, just stick it out. Just stick it out. There you go. Okay, you're going to breathe in through the tongue. You feel that cool oxygenated air? And you're going to breathe out through the nose. Do it again. Stick your tongue out. Breathe in through your tongue. Breathe out through your nose. Now you can change this a little bit, and I like to have fun with this. You can breathe in through your tongue, and then I do what I call my Miss America smile. You know the one? And breathe out through your teeth. And do that sound. This is what you do when somebody cuts you off when you're going to Dunkin' Donuts, right? Just like that, okay? See how your body naturally calms down? Do you see how humor naturally calms your body down? Yes? All right. And as Jeff said, think of all the benefits of this. It helps to reduce stress, it lowers your blood pressure, and it just eases your anxiety. Okay? Let me teach you something else that's not on this handout. I do a lot of energy medicine in my classes. And so I want you to rub your hands together like this. You're generating your own energy. And you're going to make a tripod with your thumb and your two fingers right there and place it right here in the hollow of your throat. Okay, you might even feel your heartbeat. You're going to take your other hand and place it on the side of the face and maybe even hook your thumb right underneath your ear, just like that. Close your eyes for a moment. Open your eyes. Let's do the other one. Your thumb and your two fingers make a tripod. Put it right here in the hollow of your throat. Take your other hand right on the side of the face, right here. Close your eyes for a moment. Open your eyes. That is called in Chinese medicine a triple warmer. Now, why am I telling you about a triple warmer in the middle of summer? It's because it helps to actually, you have all these acupressure points all over your body. And it actually taps into the vagus nerve to calm down the entire body. There's other points on your body too. You have over 200 of them right here in your ear.
Wow.
There's another one. Here's another one at the back of the head. There's all these different points on your body. So that if you're in a stressful situation, of course, you might not do this, but maybe you do this. Or maybe you'll do this. That's why we have that symbol when we're doing meditation. Maybe you'll do that. Okay. These help to correspond to different points in your body, which actually help to cool down the body. Okay. I'll teach another one in a minute. All right. What's something else you can do? A body scan. I'm sure all of us here have had some kind of X-ray scan, or the thing that they put you in the, what do you call that thing that they put you in the tube? Yeah, the MRI thing.
Yep.
You know what a scan is. You can actually scan your own body. Okay. And all you do is you just sit comfortably and think about, start at the top of the head and just work your way down and think about, how am I feeling today? My neck feels a little sore. Maybe I didn't sleep well last night. Maybe I need a new pillow. You know, maybe my partner was taking up all the room, you know. Or maybe, you know, my knee doesn't feel well. Well, what did I do yesterday? I was doing too much gardening. I didn't take a break when I was supposed to take a break, right? So you do that whole body scan all the way down to your toes, and that makes you mindful of what it is you need to pay attention to. So if your knee is hurting, are you going to go for a 5-mile hike up, where is that? Elm Street, Leominster State Forest? No, you're not. You're going to baby it. Actually, I'll teach you something else that you can do for that in just a moment. Okay, something else you can do, mindful walking. Mindful walking. This is so important, especially as we get older. My father was never sick a day in his life until the very, very end when he tripped and fell.
Mm.
I mean, that's one of the major concerns of elders. When I don't know what's the percentage of elders falling in their homes and getting hurt in their homes. For silly things, rugs, a rug, or somebody left something on the floor, just silly things like that. So being mindful of what you're doing, where you're going, and again, focusing on one thing at a time. So when you're walking into that room, it's like, oh yeah, I'm here to get my phone. That's why I'm here. And there is a type of yoga called walking yoga. It is a type of yoga where, and I love to do this at Doyle Conservation. It's gorgeous up there.
Mm-hmm.
Just walking along, and you just focus on toe ball heel, toe ball heel, toe ball heel, and you just walk. You're in nature, and nature is one of the best ways to calm down your whole body. Let's see what else I have on my list here. So preparing yourself before you do your chores, making sure that, okay, I'm going to sweep the floor, something that we normally do. All right. Just maybe doing a little stretch before you do that. Stretching out. When you move, speaking about Miss America, when you move, you notice how those pageant, I'll include men in here, though I guess men are in pageants, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm thinking of bodybuilding, right? Right. Men are in pageants, right? Men and women. I had Maggie Layton. Do you know who she is? She was Miss Massachusetts Teen. She was right here from Leominster. Yes, I had her on my radio show twice because she's just a phenomenal young woman. She's really going to go far. But when I first met her, I said, oh my gosh, there is a pageant person. I mean, just by her demeanor, the way she stood so tall, the way she walked, the way she focused on when she was talking to me, she was looking right at me. Okay, that is also being mindful, because you're being mindful of other people, right? I am very guilty of sitting in front of the television on my phone, and my husband's in the other chair and he's talking to me. Am I listening to him? No. I'm not. And of course he gets angry at me because he's hard of hearing anyway. So that is not being mindful. So you know the consequences of not being mindful if you have a partner, or if you have a friend, or if you have a loved one. All right. So, and that's my next thing, being mindful when you're eating. Thinking about what you're eating, enjoying it. If you made it, congratulating yourself, yay, for cooking on a hot day. Congratulate yourself for going and picking out the fruits and the vegetables and putting together this meal with care, even if it's just for yourself. It's a gift to yourself that you have this food to eat. Sit down and enjoy it. Sit down and enjoy it. Don't be interrupted by the TV or your phone or whatever. Enjoy it. If you're sharing it with somebody, enjoy it. Right? Eat slowly. Chew slowly. Notice your taste and your texture. Being mindful, by the way, is incorporating all of your five senses. All of your five senses. So a little mindful meditation in the morning when you first get up, or when you go outside, when I go outside in my garden, what do I see? What do I hear? What do I feel? What do I taste? So mindful listening, I touched upon this a minute ago, but just being fully present with your speaker, not on your phone, not watching TV, looking at them, not interrupting them, not trying to put your 2 cents in. When you're doing that, you're probably thinking like 3 steps ahead. This is what I'm going to say. 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 I can't wait to, well, he'll be quiet so I can say what I'm going to say. But training yourself to do that, and listening with empathy, empathy. And what does that do for you? That helps to strengthen your relationships, no matter what relationships you have. It releases, I don't know if any of you have ever been in counseling, but that's one of the things that they talk about, is being fully prepared. Okay, here's something. So every day you have a chance to be mindful, every single day. Brushing your teeth. You have a chance to be mindful. In fact, that's a great time because you're supposed to brush your teeth. How many minutes?
2 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you're brushing your teeth, thinking about brushing your teeth, thinking about flossing your teeth, thinking about that. Okay. Driving. Please be mindful when you're driving. Please. I mean, I don't have to tell you the consequence. You see the consequences when people are not mindful when they're driving. Okay. Washing the dishes. Washing the dishes. I mean, it's a chore, but why not enjoy it? Putting your hands in the water, the suds, the scrubbing, I don't mind it. Okay, waiting in line. A lot of people don't like to wait in line, but I have a yoga pose for you for that. Okay, and I'll show it to you right now. And if you'll have to stand up for this one, because when you're waiting in line, you're usually standing up, right? If you can. If you don't want to stand, you don't have to stand. Okay, you can actually do it seated. You could do this seated, okay? All right, so what you're going to do, and since you're seated, you want to sit up nice and tall in your chair and make sure that you can feel both feet on the floor, all right? And can we put this down for a moment? Down right there for you, okay? All right, okay. Arms by your side. Roll your shoulders. And bring your hands down, okay? Now, I can already tell that some of you are still tense. Really drop those shoulders. Yeah, really drop those shoulders down. Pretend you have 2-pound weights in your hands. Really drop those shoulders down. Now, feel all 10 toes, even though you got shoes on, feel all 10 toes making contact with the floor. Feel your heels making contact with the floor. Feel the strength going up the legs. Come around the knee area. If you internally rotate the knees, you're going to get your inner thighs. Belly button back to the spine. Elongate through the torso. All the way to the crown of the head. You're going to grow 1 inch. Close your eyes for a moment. Do you feel energy coming off of your fingertips? Open your eyes. That's your energy. So whenever you're standing in line in Market Basket or Dunkin' Donuts or wherever, this is what you do. And it's being mindful. It's being mindful. Just concentrate. My feet are on the floor. My belly button's back to the spine. I'm elongating through my torso because I'm opening up my lungs. I'm releasing all the stress and tension from my shoulders, Peter, right? And I don't want to pick on you. I don't want to pick on you or Jeff as the men here, but you do tend to stand in military fashion, right? Because that's what you were taught. Military fashion. I went to a Catholic school, so we stood in in, right? We stood in military fashion, okay? Okay. And then as the longer you stand there, the more you're going to breathe. And you can do that Chitali breathing if somebody cut you off, right? You can do that, all right? Okay, that is being mindful. You can sit back down again and see how you did that in your chair too. You can do that in your chair too, all right? All right, let me show you one other thing, because I don't know what we're doing for time here, but let me show you something more for energy medicine for your knees, okay? So I'm going to sit down right here. Again, you're going to rub your hands together. And let's do your right knee first, okay? My left, your right. Just place your hands right here on either side of the knee. Now, I'm going to tell you a little story. A long time ago, there was these Chinese soldiers walking, and they were at the Great Wall. And they had walked for many, many, many miles. And their commander came to them and said, "No time to rest. You have to walk 30 more miles today." And they said, "We can't do it. We can't do it. We've been walking all day. We're exhausted." And he said, "No, I'm going to show you what to do. This is what you're going to do. Bring your fingers in toward your palms. Start right here at your knee and vigorously rub all the way down to your ankle and all the way back up again. You're going to do it 3 times. So make sure you get your shin, your calf, and your heel. Okay, that's 3 for me. And then little taps all the way down and all the way up. Okay, let's do the other side. Rub your hands together. Place it on top of your knee. Just hold it there for a moment. This is bringing your attention, your mindfulness toward this joint. How's it feeling today? Should I be doing more gardening now? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it's time to call it a day. Okay, bring your fingers in towards your palms. Start right here. Work your way down. Vigorously rub all the way down, all the way up. Do it 3 times. And finish it off with a tap. All the way down. And all the way up. Okay, you just gave yourself a hand. Thank you so much. That's how we're going to end. Thank you very, very much. I invite you to please listen in. I'm at WLPZ, our Leominster's radio station, every Saturday. And I give you these little tips every Saturday. Jeff and Kelly were on. They talked about their business.
Yes.
And also, please visit my website. I just redid it so that now everything is all in one place. My blog posts are all in one place. Videos are all in one place. My weekly podcast, it's all in one place. You don't have to go here, there, and everywhere. Okay? If you ever have any questions, please feel free to reach out.
Anita, are you teaching any current classes that any folks, if they wanted to come and take a yoga class with you?
Right now, I'm teaching, it's a free class at every Wednesday night. So tonight, every Wednesday night, 5:30 at Rogers Field on Devons.
Nice.
Yeah. So you just have to go on and sign up, sign a waiver form. You get a bracelet. You can come every week. We have 3 teachers, and we all teach something different. So you can pick and choose who you want to be with. And that goes all the way to the end of August.
And is that outside on the field?
It's outside.
Outside. Wonderful.
Unless it rains, and then we go inside.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's beautiful.
That's wonderful.
Rogers Field. So you would have to contact dragonflywellnesscenter.net is where you would go and sign up for that.
Wonderful.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And we have hundreds of people come.
Wow.
That's
A round of
Yeah.
applause. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
great.
Anita?
Yeah.
So again,
These
all
are-
of Anita's books are available on Amazon, just like everything else in the world. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anita's books are there too.
I had gotten the yoga. I have the Yoga Minute book, and last time Anita spoke, I got the Yoga Wisdom, and they're short little snippets, and I would just read one every morning when I was doing other like devotionals. There are a lot of really good things. So I highly recommend those two. I'm sure they're all great, but those are the two that I have, and I think they're wonderful. So
The Yoga Wisdom is also an audiobook too.
wonderful.
Excellent.
It's good.
Good.
Yeah.
So just as a reminder, so next month we're going to be back in the big room, and they keep teasing that it will be air conditioned, and we saw the air conditioners in there, so we're pretty confident it's going to be.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about Medicare basics, learn to navigate the complexities of Medicare. A gentleman, Russ Swallow, is going to to be our presenter.
He's a good speaker.
Yeah, he's funny.
If you've heard him before,
Very lively.
Lively. Sometimes you got to pay attention. The joke is delayed, you know.
Yeah, he's good.
But you get
You have
it.
to be mindful.
Mindful. Yes. And September 10th, senior-friendly exercise, safe and effective workouts for older adults. And again, we're going to be in the fellowship hall, so we'll be around as well. We're a little early this month, but it's warm.
Yeah. One thing that I was going to mention that Jeff and I have been doing recently that really helps is if you've heard of grounding before, and it's basically just sitting out in our yard with our socks and shoes off and putting our feet in the grass. And it really does magical things for your body. It just releases inflammation and anxiety. And try it for 5 minutes, try it for half an hour, whatever. Just the feeling of your feet barefoot on the ground in the grass is magical, is all I can say.
That's what we do at outdoor yoga.
Yeah, we've really enjoyed it. So yeah, and go to outdoor yoga and
Yeah.
try that. I think we're going to try that. Sounds
Yeah,
wonderful.
Excellent. So
Does anyone have questions?
any questions for Anita? She'll be here for a little while
Yeah,
as well.
I'll be here if
Great.
you have any
Yeah.
questions.
All right. We'll
Wonderful.
see you again next month, hopefully.
Yeah, bring your friends.
Bring your friends.
Thank you.
Thank you.